So, are you tired of feeling stuck? You want to be moving forward, or you know it's time, or it's long past time to make a change, but you're just not sure what the right way forward is. Now, if you could be clear about what direction to go, you'd go. Or if you knew what the right thing to do it was, you'd do it. But you're just not clear. Now, when this lack of clarity or confusion goes on for some time, it can become very frustrating. For most of us, we want to get clear first, then take the action. We don't want to make a mistake or the wrong decision. We might be worried about other people, what they may think, especially our loved ones. We don't want to disappoint anyone. We just want to know we're heading in the right direction. And if you're like me, getting a little older, maybe just a little bit, you start to think about, if I make a wrong turn here, I have less time to course correct. The thing is, while we want to get clear first and then take the action, in real life, in practice, it's in the taking of the action that we gain clarity. So let me say that again. It's in the taking of the action that we gain clarity. It seems counterintuitive at first, and I think sometimes it's one of the hardest things for us to get, especially when we're facing some big life decision, something that you know will shift the direction or trajectory of your life. You know that this decision will have a real impact on you and those you love. You don't want to screw up. You don't want to make the wrong decision. There's real risk involved, and that usually comes along with some real fear. So, how do you take action in the face of all of that? I'd like to share an analogy that my clients have found really helpful. So just imagine that you're walking through the woods, the forest. All you can see are trees, tree trunks, leaves, some bushes, some birds and squirrels maybe, but mostly it's just trees upon trees. And as you're walking through the woods, you suddenly walk into an open field. Now, you didn't get to the open field by standing in the woods. You were walking. Each step got you closer to the field, even when you couldn't see that there was a field. Because each step you took allowed you to see something different that you couldn't see before you took that step. As you walked through the woods, you physically moved and literally had a different point of view. That's what you have to do. You have to move. You must take some action. It doesn't have to be a big action. Small actions are great. So maybe you make a phone call to ask someone to provide some information or to help you with something. Maybe you talk with a trusted friend, a family member or colleague, or maybe it's a mentor or someone not so close to the situation, like a pastor or counselor or coach. Or maybe you Google for information on a career path or location for retirement or whatever information you need for your situation. Or maybe you sign up for a class or read an article or listen to a podcast. When you are really stuck and lacking clarity about the way forward, taking any action is more important than what the specific action is. So really quickly for me, I've been stuck for the last month about how to get this training certification that I want. I thought I had it all set up and then the whole plan fell apart and I haven't been sure what to do and I started to question, do I want to do it? And just gotten confused. So tonight I'm going to sit down with my laptop. I'm going to Google who's offering this training because somebody has figured out how to get this facilitator training online. I'm sure they figured this out by now. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to make some decision. I'm not signing up for anything. I'm just going to gather information. So if there's some place in your life where you are really stuck and unclear about the way forward, what's one action you can take? And as always, if there's anything I can do to help, just drop something in the comments or send me a private message.